A mild heart attack would be one of these smaller arterial branches with a smaller clot possibly being blocked. It doesn't mean that we don't care about this area of the heart. The reality is it's just less severe than, say, like the widowmaker. The widowmaker is kind of this nickname for when this large arterial branch called the left anterior descending artery, which is a branch off that left coronary, gets blocked all the way up here, and then everything downstream or this massive area of the heart goes without blood. And that can be life-threatening, and so someone in that situation would likely get funneled into the cath lab ASAP. Now, the cardiac catheterization lab is where there's imaging called an angiogram. They'll use an X-ray machine with the use of dye, and that dye will kind of light up the blood vessels or the arteries of the heart so the cardiologist can see them very clearly. And the cardiologist will use something called a catheter, and they will insert it into the actual radial artery. They can do it into the femoral artery too, but they tend to prefer the radial artery, and eventually they'll float it up or take it upstream and get into the heart. Now, because of the imaging, they can see areas of the heart or these arteries that are potentially narrowed or occluded or blocked off. And they can do what's called an angioplasty and or place a stent. The angioplasty portion is where they will actually stretch the part of the artery that's been narrowed. And then they can also place a stent in there, which is typically like a metal mesh, to keep that artery to stay open permanently. And voila, we have reestablished blood flow.